He's fun to watch. I mean, I wish that hero, not to go off on another tangent.
No, it's fine.
Bloodseeker, Husker, they're kind of in the same vein, right? These heroes that are really fun to watch, but we're probably not going to see it.
Because it's so funny, you see Miracle players are like, wow, this hero is really good, and you've got huge skill level.
It's kind of broken.
No, and then you see Envy play it, and he like armor toggles his dice, and you're like, dies to the tower or something.
Or neutral creeps.
Yeah, pretty much. Sunstrike forgets about it, he just dies. It's a classic.
But he rages at his teammates first and then dies, right? That's
really go high ground, which they very clearly haven't wanted to do. Aware of the fact that that's maybe one way they could ruin things.
They made their jump on the Matama Man here in the bottom.
Are you committing me?
This really necessary.
What?
The glyphs.
Obvious.
The lack of GG and offensive tipping.
Let it go. Here comes your epicenter. We get more fights. Timms goes in. Doesn't get the Burrow Strike off, however. They have a Sentry Ward down. This is why your Visible Dragon push back to tier 4 towers. Cooldown's really nice. And maybe Arm Health ticking down very, very low. The Icarus dive forward. And now these are the moments. This is why you don't GG out. There's always hope.
They did it. They successfully killed the two lowest heroes in net worth on the TNC side.
It is an achievement.
That's the first step.
Don't you lessen this.
Hey, it's like you're climbing Everest, all right? Your first 2,000 feet, those are the most important. You're on your way.
I took a chair lift for the first 2,000 feet.
Does it count as climbing it if you were theoretically to just take a helicopter straight to the top?
I really don't think so. Because that is not climbing. Unless you count climbing into a helicopter.
You know there was a guy, I believe...
Can you actually take a helicopter to the top? I thought the air would be too thin to actually get enough, up force.
I have no idea. Probably right.
Yeah.
There was a guy, they never recovered his body, all right? But the man was brave. He not only climbed Everest, he snowboarded down from the summit, okay?
Sorry, are you saying the man is brave? How did they confirm top if he didn't reach the bottom? Did he leave a note up there saying, yo guys,
he was going.
I'm about to hang 10?
They took some photos of him. Like, he strapped up, and the last thing they saw, he was just going, he was riding the wave.
When you say a wave,
the snow.
Do you mean
stationary?
Do you mean stationary, not an avalanche? He wasn't trying to race an avalanche down the mountain.
No.
Okay. Sounds like a movie.
His plan was to snowboard down Everest in one go.
Okay.
Maybe he successfully did, and he's just living somewhere.
I faked my own death, so everyone would remember me as the guy who killed himself snowboarding off Everest.
Hey,
this sounds like an untold story, which I'm sure Steven Spielberg will pick up any moment, and then George Lucas will destroy.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
Aegis the Immortal now.
25 Bloodstone charges on Lesh.
Yeah, it's pretty good. And he's got the cheese, and he's got the BKB. And just to make sure they're always going to be in the right position, the BTs are coming up next. And no, I give them props for it. They're like, I hope he makes it big in PUBG.
Hey, well, Fortnite now.
True.
I don't really know how you would commentate on that. It's like, oh, he's building a wall made of wood, steel, wood, a block. Oh, he jumped 360.
Wood, steel, wood, steel, steel, wood.
Exactly. Night Stalker Luna. I love the Night Stalker pick. This is something that both Mineski and Final Tribe were first doing. I hate that.
Tethered in that way.
So we do have a gyro and we do have a DP, but we also have something different.
Wow.
It's not usually picked in the first two either.
Yeah, I said it just like this morning to Kyle. I was like, Treant is actually really, really strong this patch.
What did Kyle say?
He said, hero's garbage. because the towers don't mean anything anymore.
Typical.
I was like, okay.
This hero's been getting buff after buff, right? Living Armor just got buffed. Leech Seed, it lasts longer now. So your towers are invulnerable, essentially. Techies? Yeah, okay.
Wait, we have seen it before, right? Offlane Lycan, still a thing. It's bad, but it can work.
Wait, who plays offlane Lycan?
LGD did. In the
Yeah,
finals.
they lost, didn't they?
No, they won. 3-1.
Wrong.
Incorrect.
Denied.
Okay.
Runes.
I mean, one thing I will say is Axe, I consider a very hard counter to Lycan.
I agree.
I like Gyro as well, because he just kills. His W is one of the worst spells, honestly. It's not a good spell. And his Q level 4 in it now. That's my feeling about it.
First game, you understand it, don't you? Like, okay, first game, sure, but
yeah.
second
Even though
game?
I don't agree with it. The problem is, Treant is a good hero. There's nothing wrong with Treant. He's not terrible. But if you pick it first too, he's useless. We saw him putting armor and it's like, oh, it's gone. 0.1 second, it's gone. Because of the gyro. It's like, okay, it's good against Night Stalker, but you need to pick it later for it to be good. Then it might work. You try to do some heal strat here with Phoenix and Treant, or some very defensive Lich Treant. I don't know what it's about. It's not working out that well.
But we have to say about this game, right? They had a lot of chances to actually win fights, but the only combo they had, the Treant and Phoenix, they never managed to pull it off. And by all means, it's not a hard combo. And so how it works, right? For everybody who saw the game, maybe you don't know.
Please tell us, because I don't think I've ever done one of these eggs before.
So what happens, right? The Phoenix flies in with his dive, then he stops his dive by pressing R, which transforms into an egg. AoE damage.
Right.
And then everybody wants to hit the egg because you need like 5 or 6 hits to destroy the egg.
Hey,
Very
pay
easy.
attention.
Pay attention, Bulldog.
Yeah.
And then Treant stands there already, which he did. And then you press R and you root everybody. Nobody can hit the egg. It explodes. You win the team fight. And instead what happened? He roots first, and then Phoenix comes in like 2 seconds later, eggs, and the egg explodes in like 1 second because he gets hit by everyone.
Amazing, brilliant. Wow. Teach us more about items in just a minute. First, we're going to catch up with one of the players from TNC. So let's hear from him now.
You already secured the spot in the upper bracket for the main event. How do you feel right now?
I mean, we are pretty happy about that.
I think he needs an Maelstrom though. But it's still looking so difficult for them.
What is the broadsword for?
See.
I'm just a little confused by that.
He was going to build the battlefield.
Dude, it's 2018, mate.
Oh, sorry.
There is no broadsword in Battlefield. I was thinking.
Wait, what is that then?
What? That's
it
what
had
I'm
to be
saying.
the blade mill. It has to be the blade mill.
He's getting, but then he's changed it for. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Maybe
he probably just wanted to spend the most valuable gold on a damage item.
Is that the most valuable gold for a damage item? I don't know. He just picks up a broadsword.
It's got to. I mean,
Commit to this, and hard for Optic to really do much.
Oh, Zai's in the back.
They watch the tier 3 tower fall. Zai channels the
There's
Epi.
that
This could be
vision.
big. This is it. Trent. It's a 5-year-old back wall. Epicenter on top. They kill 2. Make it 3 straight away. This is the turn for Optic. They have not lost any yet. The Darkseer low. Freeze survives only because of the Eon disc, but they get obliterated. It's a 4-0, and it's like you are some sort of a prophet, sir.
Well, I don't want to say I told you so.
But dollars playing for that tournament, and they pick these heroes. It doesn't. It's not compatible. It doesn't make any sense why they did that. Yeah. So back to DP.
That said, when you were playing Alliance, didn't you use the opportunity of the first game to test a little bit sometimes in a best of 3?
Yeah, sometimes instead of picking Nature's Prophet, we pick Lone Druid.
I walked straight into that one, didn't I? I really did just walk straight into that one. Anyway, as you can see, the seriousness of the draft is upon us.
Yeah, that sounds, that's right. Up with that guy. Doesn't matter what he's saying, he sounds like he's right. That's what I learned from listening to Kyle, that is, at least.
that man exudes far too much confidence for his own good.
Yeah.
But that's the game Kyle likes to play. Kyle likes to go over the top.
I was surprised when I saw EG having an opening. Like they always needed a captain, a drafter, and like someone who understands Dota. And Kyle knows that, and he knows what he's talking about. So why wouldn't he invite him? It doesn't make any sense. Makes no sense.
Why doesn't anybody approach you, Bulldog?
Well, because I've made it clear that I'm retired.
Ah, okay.
I mean, I've still been approached by a lot of. EG asked me actually, but I was like, nah, I don't want to play with RTZ. He's a good player, but he's never won anything. He doesn't win.
True.
It doesn't matter how good you are. He's like rank 1 NA.
I mean, who is he to ask for a TI winner like this, you know?
Yeah. You got to ask for at least.
You got to have your pride, you know?
Yeah.
You don't want to lower your status. I mean, you've achieved immortality.
Yeah, that's right. I'll only join the best of the best. Maybe if VP asks, I'll consider it. Because I think I'd be an upgrade to Pasha. Not sure if I would work that well with no one, though. He's a little bit scary. I'll play with him in FPL. He gets a little bit upset sometimes. Not that bad, though.
Yeah.
Not that bad.
Who's like low key the biggest rager of the pro players in pubs that Reddit doesn't know about?
Probably. I don't know if people know. Maybe Puppy. Yeah, I had like a thread recently where he got pretty upset about some streamer. I don't want to say what he said because it's inappropriate, but yeah, sometimes he get a little bit upset. But he's pretty calm most of the time, calm and confident. But you don't want him to bring out the machete, which we heard about.
I remember I played a game with Puppy one time, and I don't know if he was muted or what, but I was like trying to communicate, you know, and I'm just some bumbling, 350 rank, I'm nobody, and I'm just like, hey, I'm just trying to be the other support, and like, hey, just let me know what to do. It's silence. Absolutely nothing. And then when I screw up, I just get pinged by him. I'm like, I'm trying, Puppy. I don't know what to do in this game. It was like a super hard game for our supports. I can't remember what it was, but it was one of those games where you just dreaded being a support,
Yeah. But you're ranked 350. That's not that bad.
From him.
Are you playing NA pubs?
Yeah, that's the reason why. Yeah. If it was Europe, it'd be like, rank 2,500 instead.
Yeah, generally, the rule is if you take NA pubs, you add a 0 to it at the end, and then you have the EU rank, pretty much.
I actually played, thank God.
Finally.
Thank Gaben. We're into the game.
The runes! Is that better now? Have I got it? Okay, so Tim's gets the MVP for the runes. Terrible. I don't know. Production, I think you're trolling us. I mean, Cuckoo played well. Dalmel with a double rampage. Apparently production likes runes too.
That's right.
I think a lot of these
Unbelievable. The first time in the whole history of Dota that a player has been awarded the MVP for picking out 4 runes.
The bounties are quite good now. They've been buffed over time.
Very
right?
good.
Please don't.
I was busy thinking about
runes! 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 The runes! Secure the runes! Get the runes! One bottom. TP bottom right now. Secure the runes! Not Roche. Runes! Not Roche. Runes! Listen! Runes! TP top right now! TP top right now! Ult them and get the runes!